Hello and welcome back. Warrior Wednesday with Johnny Tiger and
Kitten.
kitten. Okay, this is October 27th and Wednesday, and yes, there will be a Wisdom Wednesday coming later. Uh, it seems like like lately, we've been doing a lot of catch-up episodes, but hey, we still get it done. We actually got this recorded last night, but at the end of the recording, I noticed that both of us were so tired, energy level was so low. I didn't want to torture you guys with a uh, semi-imperfect episode, so I deleted it, and today we are doing this over again. Today we are both alert, sort of. She's alert and bushy-tailed. I'm just kind of like hanging on, getting ready to go to work in a little bit. So a few weeks ago, we talked about the optimum arm defensive position with the elbow straight out and almost bent, like a little bit bent. So we illustrated that in this setting, she can actually hold me off even if I use both hands to try to push into her. I mean, it's a little bit not fair right now because she got a wall behind her. So, but you guys remember that episode. But the key in self-defense is you don't want to stay there. Just because you got strong defense, eventually your opponent will find a way around it. Okay? Uh, Oysters, clams, turtles, hard shell, the best armor evolution made. Lobster, crab, best uh, super hard, super strong defenses. We still eat them for dinner because we find ways to deal with it. And in self-defense, that is going to happen. Right? No matter how strong your defense is, your attacker will eventually find a way into it because you will get tired. You will make a mistake. So we don't want to say, okay, this is a strong defense. I'm going to be comfortable staying here. Right? So this is why we're going to build on it. This week, I'm going to show you guys two ways of dealing with incoming pressure with this strong defensive arm gesture with positioning. Now, keep in mind, this arm positioning is not a be all and all thing. This is only good for dealing with pressure coming in from the front, right? From this level, chest and face level. If the person throw a hook, it's still going to hit you. You can do something else. The person go uppercut.
Right.
You kind of can't do a lot with that. Okay, so this is only good for direct incoming forward pressure. When we talk about direct incoming forward pressure, there's two types generally. One straight in, the other come a little bit crooked across the body. Huh? Pressure, momentum will always go where the least resistance is. It's kind of like water running downhill. Right? So if someone come swing a punch at you and you put your arm out and you catch this, the punch will either veer off here or veer off here, left or right, right? Because it's meeting resistance straight in. You know? Similarly, if the punch come in, but it's kind of like a backhand, like backhand, and it's going to go off to the side, right? So this is why forward incoming pressure will come in two forms, either straight in or off to the side. And it is your job to feel for the difference. This is what we call sensitivity training. By the way, when she asked me what are we going to show people, and I said we're going to do sensitivity training, she laughed at me. She
Just
laughed
a
at me.
little bit.
She laughed at me. She said I'm not very sensitive. Guys, never have a smart ass as a girlfriend. It's bad for your mental health. Really, really bad for your mental health. Bad for your self-esteem either.
That's great for me.
Next one is going to be dumb as a doorknob.
Yeah,
Totally.
right. Yeah, right.
So one key factor in feeling determining pressure is you want to stay relaxed enough so you're pliable, but you don't want to be too relaxed because when this pressure come in, you want to meet it with a little bit of pressure. This will give your brain time to process what's going on here. If the pressure come and you just cave in like tofu, your brain won't have time to deal with it. Okay, so meet pressure with what I would say a quarter of the pressure, just so you don't cave right in. This will let your brain process the sensitivity, the feeling that you're receiving. Okay, so let's look at the first one. The pressure is coming straight in. In this case, all you have to do is turn your hand palm toward the opponent while folding your arm back like a bicep curl. Look at this. I push in, she turn, I go off to the side. It's very natural, okay? Because when a person points their palm out at the opponent and bend their arm, the forearm is naturally wider than the upper arm. It creates an angle there. And so this allows her to stay in contact with me while it's hard for me to, let's say I get here and I want to hit her in the face, her hand is still there protecting her face. Let's say I want to go down to hit her in the rib, her arm is there. She can feel it. Okay? So without my arm being in the way, just show them the movement from blade to retract and palm out, blade, retract, palm out, retract, palm out, forward, back, forward. This looks like a little Tai Chi movement. Okay? It's a really soft. It's a really soft movement. For double the insurance, we're going to add a step two. When she retracts and turn her hand, she'll add her free hand to my elbow. This way, she has double the safety. It's hard for me to retract and get away from her because now she has connect contact with me in 2 points. One hand on my elbow, one hand the wrist is connected to my wrist. This allows her to feel a lot of things, including if I want to turn around and hit her with the other hand, she's going to have that warning first. And if I try to turn around and hit her, then all she has to do is push my arm. Then that will redirect me. Right?
I was going to mention that me having my other hand on your elbow, as a blind woman, it gives me more awareness of the rest of your body.
Exactly. Like we talked about before, find the
Okay.
elbow, find the arm, you can
Okay.
find the neck, the head, you can find anywhere you want. Also, later we are going to see more of this, but when she has her wrist connected to my wrist, her hand on my elbow, she can actually pull me so I have my back toward her. So now she's behind me. Right? We're going to see more of that later. So, engage, come in, nice little redirection. A nice little redirection. Now, let's look at the second scenario. Let's say the pressure went wonky and went across her body. Then all she has to do, actually not do this on so they can see better.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
engage. The pressure come in. She's going to use uh, she's blocking with her left hand. So when the pressure come in, she's going to pass my wrist over to her right hand. So she's going to cross her left hand over her right hand, pull my wrist down. Her left hand very naturally travel up my arm, hit me in the neck. This is
Yeah.
more offensive, but it's really good because it's very hard for me to block that. So again, look at that, engage. Pressure come in, pull down, hit in the neck. That's all you take. You pass the offending arm, you pass the incoming pressure from one arm to the other, and then go on the attack with your defending arm. Now comes the fun part. This time, engage. I'm not going to tell her which side I'm going to go. I'm just going to try to stab her in the left shoulder or right shoulder with my hand, and she has to defend against it. This is her sensitivity training. Ready?
Yes.
Ow. Hit the wall.
Oh.
Whoa. Nice. I was thinking I was going to help you there. Ready?
Yeah.
Ow. Hit the wall again. Okay, switch arms. That arm suck.
Okay.
Aha. I
A little
almost, I
slow.
almost hit her. I almost hit her. Okay, this arm sucks too. Anyway, that gives you guys an idea of how to work this with your partner. Now, one quick word of advice when in the beginning, not everyone is quick and react as quick as kitten. Not everyone is as sensitive. I mean, as blind people, we are very sensitive
Yeah.
with our touch. So when you first start doing this, when you are more comfortable, start closing your eyes. Keep your eyes shut. Blindfold yourself. Then you will be able to build that sensitivity in your arm. And partner who's doing the attacking, don't be a pain in the butt. Okay, I had partners that go like this, that's super fast. Eventually, we'll be able to get to that level. Uh, but keep in mind, what's going to happen is when your partner is going like full force like that, really fast, it requires a defender to go hard too. Right? So don't get angry when your partner who's defending hurts you by accident if you try to jab in like that. Because equal amount of pressure need equal amount of resistance. So if you give 50%, well, that person is going to at least have to give 50% back to you. So play nice. Don't try to be a pain, and help each other grow. Uh, I'll be back later with some Wisdom Wednesday. If I think of something wise to say, Kitten always has something wise ass to say. We'll be back later.
Bye.
Bye.